Hello, and welcome to this week's segment of Learning English with Tarantino, where we analyze scenes from Quentin Tarantino movies and identify their linguistic traits in order to help you become a more successful English speaker. This course is aimed towards ESL speakers at a B2 to C1 level. Warning: mature language is used, so caution is advised. Great, now that we're past all that, today we will be analyzing a scene from the movie Pulp Fiction. In it, two gangsters are on their way to collect the money owed to their boss from a group that tried to swindle him. As always, the first playthrough will just be the scene with subtitles, followed by an intonation and grammatical analysis of the dialogue. Are you ready? Here we go.
We should have shotguns for this kind of deal.
How many up there?
3 or 4.
Best count our guy?
Not sure.
So that means it could be up to 5 guys up there?
It's possible.
We should have fucking shotguns.
Watch the scene again, but this time pay attention to the linguistic traits. Listen to the pronunciation and intonation without the subtitles, and look out for the words these two native English speakers might be linking together.
We should have shotguns for this kind of deal.
How many up there?
3 or 4.
Best count our guy?
Not sure.
So that means it could be up to 5 guys up there?
It's possible.
We should have fucking shotguns.
So what linguistic traits did you spot? Which words did they link and what purpose did it serve? Was it to save time or just easier to say? Let's run through it together and mark certain words.
We should have shotguns for this kind of deal.
In this opening line, Jules Winfield remarks that they should have brought shotguns to deal with the 5 people. But as he says this, he links should and have together, so that it more closely resembles the phonetic sound of should've, as you can see highlighted in yellow on the screen. This is not as pronounced as when native speakers say the phrase should of, which they usually link together into the phonetic sound of shoulda, which is of course not what Jules says here. This is similarly applied in the next words Jules links together, which are kind and of, forming into phonetic sound of kinda.
How many up there?
The next line's linguistic importance is found in the fact that Vincent Vega omits the word are and just asks how many up there, referring to the amount of people in the apartment that they are about to enter. Native speakers feel comfortable omitting such verbs as are because the content of this sentence is still clear to the recipient and it saves time. This is highlighted in red and will be repeated a few more times throughout the sentence.
3 or 4.
Best count our guy?
In this line, we can see evidence of 2 linguistic tools that native speakers use to be more succinct. On one hand, Vincent once again omits a verb. In this case, it is the verb is, in order to save time. He compensates for this by contracting the words that and is. While this is syntactically incorrect, it is accepted by the general populace and is indicative of a native understanding of the English language. On the other hand, Vincent also commits elision when he pronounces the word counting as countin'. This is done by native speakers to ease the workload of the mouth when pronouncing words that end in ing.
Not sure.
This line is another example of a character omitting an entire word and still being understood by native speakers, despite being syntactically incorrect. In this instance, Jules omits the contraction I am in favor of just stating not sure. The fact that it is he who is unsure is implied.
So that means it could be up to 5 guys up there?
This next line once again omits a verb. In this case, it is the verb does, but it also converts the word mean into a plural in order to compensate for the lack of a verb. If Vincent were to adhere to the strict rules of syntax, he would not convert the word mean into a plural because it would make no sense. As such, he can either say, so does that mean there could be up to 5 guys up there? Or, so that means there could be up to 5 guys up there.
It's possible.
We should have fucking shotguns.
Lastly, in the closing line, we once again have evidence of the linking of the words should and have into should've. This is due to the fact that this is a repetition of the opening line, and since both actors are native speakers, both link the words together in the same fashion. In the same way that Vincent committed elision with the word cuttin' in the previous line, he also pronounced fucking as fuckin', since both words end in ing. The viewer should also note that Vincent puts extra stress and intonation into the expletive fucking in order to vocalize his agreement with Jules' comment at the opening of the scene that they should have indeed brought shotguns. As you can see, there is plenty of grammatical, syntactical, and pronunciation clues an ESL student can absorb from even the shortest of scenes. The scene itself is only 21 seconds long. Tarantino is a widely known director, and many students are likely to have come across his films before. This exercise is then familiar and relatable, as well as helpful in making language learning natural, applicable, and entertaining. A movie seen as a linguistic template is a fascinating project that I am sure will help any who watch this video and hopefully encourage them to rewatch their favorite movies through this ESL lens. Thank you, and goodbye.